And joining me now is multi-Grammy award-winning singer, songwriter, and Austin native Gary Clark Jr. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Finally got it working here.
I know we had some Zoom technical difficulties, and I'm just glad it wasn't on my end again.
That's on me. I'll take that out.
So we're here to talk about you in SoundClash, which is happening next Thursday. And you're going against Paul Wall, Houston rap legend Paul Wall. Can you take us through the moment when you first got the call to do SoundClash and go against him?
Yeah. Well, I got a text message from Paul. He and I have been friendly for a few years now, and I'm Texan. I'm in Austin. I grew up listening to Paul Wall, so the friend to call me up and say, hey, I'm doing this thing with Red Bull. You want to be a part of it? I didn't really know what Red Bull's SoundClash was, but I was like, yeah, sure, whatever, He hits me up, I'm sure, whatever, you know what I mean? So it was really cool. It was an honor to get calls from folks like that.
Now, you said you're in Austin. I know a decent amount of Houston's musical history, but that's because I'm, born and raised here. But what's something about Austin's music scene that, kind of, in your opinion, grabs and keeps people's attention? Or maybe even Texas's music scene in general.
Well, I guess for Austin, what I liked about it, is you're going to be exposed to it anyway. If you're going to go, eat barbecue, if you're going to go have some tacos, there's most likely going to be, a singer-songwriter or, acoustic guitar, somebody singing or a band, a stage close by, it kind of comes along with it, or either right next door, so either where you go, there's live music. So I think that's something very special, and I've traveled all over the place, and I haven't really noticed it just so widely throughout the city like I have in Austin. It's some of my fondest memories is going to the park and hearing bands and seeing shows and things like that. So, yeah, it's a special thing we got here.
Well, and it's certainly worked wonders for you. You're considered one of the greatest guitarists, and it's been 10 years since your first album, Black and Blue, came out. If you were to tell your younger self where you'd be at, do you think he'd believe you, or what would he say?
If I could tell my younger self, I would have told myself to go home earlier.
What does that mean?
Just because the clubs stay open till 2 doesn't mean you have to stay there till 2.
Well, what should he have been doing with that time then? Writing more, or?
Yeah, just go home practicing. You know what I mean? Getting some good rest. But I think if I could tell myself something, I think it would just be maybe be a little more confident, self-confident. In kind of my gut. Because I always wanted to do this. It's been more than I ever thought it would be. But I always want to be involved in music in some capacity, and I think kind of trusting my gut and my heart and moving more on faith and less on fear. It would just help me not stress out. You know what I mean? I just could have been more relaxed. But
we are
not pretty good.
Yeah, and we are our biggest critics, and your music style is so unique. You blend funk, beautiful R&B, soul, and blues, and in fact, your song "Please Come Home" was one of my friends, Carolina. It was at her wedding. It was the main song at her wedding. But how do you maintain your creativity as an artist?
Well, I realized through the pandemic that I'm an observer. I'm a people watcher. I like to get out and move around and observe. And so when I was at home looking around, washer and dryer needs fixing. You know what I mean? It's is that what I'm going to write songs about? You know what I mean? It's just I got nothing here. You know what I mean? It's the kid wrote on the wall again. What am I supposed to write about? And so
yeah, I just realized that I need to be out and see people, and also to go
see music. Going and watching other bands sparks creativity in me, and
whether it's visual or you know, subconscious. I pick up something somewhere from just being out and being around the energy.
Well, what's been inspiring you lately? I know you're touring, you're preparing for, really, we're all eager for your fourth studio album.
Okay.
But I am. But is there anything you can share with us about the experience so far? And I mean, what has been inspiring you these last few maybe months, years?
I think I've been inspired by
being able to go out. We went out on a few tours. We were able to run around with Guns N' Roses and go over to Europe again, and
experience that, which just turned my brain on in a way
that I hadn't felt in a while. And I was inspired by things, sights and smells and languages, and,
culture, landscapes, beautiful.
So,
I've been inspired by that. I've been inspired by these guys in the band that I've been working with recently. I mean, they've been really inspiring me
and pushing me to be better.
And really watching a lot of YouTube,
man, watching guitar players and how to run studios, and how to
keep from feeling like you got
writer's block or feeling like you're in a stagnant place as a musician. So I've been just shedding on guitar and just trying to get better.
If it's not writing,
songwriting that improves its technique or ability, working on singing and things like that. Just being a music nerd.
Being a music nerd. Well, speaking of nerds, some folks may not know this, but you also have a musical credit to the new Beavis and Butthead reboot theme. What was that like? What was it like working with Mike Judge too?
Oh man, that was really cool. I love Mike Judge.
It's kind of like it's kind of a way to get back at my mom.
We weren't allowed to watch Beavis and Butthead. We didn't have cable really when I was a kid. And she was like, you can't watch that trash. You know what I mean? It's television. It's ruining the minds of children, or whatever. So I would sneak over and watch it at my friend's house if they had cable or whatever. And so I never really got to experience it. But I know Mike Judge from mutual friends and being around Austin. I'll run into him from time to time. And he just called me up out of the blue. He was like, hey, I'm doing the Beavis and Butthead thing. I want you to play the music. And I was like, yes.
So it didn't take much.
Childhood dream. It's like, I got you, Mom. I got it anyway. Like, I'm part of the Beavis and Butthead world, whether you like it or not. I'm in there. So it was really an honor, man. Mike Judge is super creative and super cool. And being a fellow Texan is always proud. I'm always proud to work with folks like that and represent. It feels like we get stronger. I'm part of this like cool squad. And, it's really nice to be a part of it. An honor.
I love it. Yeah. Are there any other fun things you've been working on or coming out soon that you can share with us?
Fun things I've been working on.
I'll just tell you, I've been playing a lot of classical guitar
and making beats. So we'll see
where that goes.
We look forward to it. How are you feeling about the competition?
You don't have to laugh. Cool.
How are you feeling about SoundClash and going against the People's Champ?
Going against the People's Champ. I mean,
it's the People's Champ. I mean, just going up against a reputation alone, it's like I'm already coming up short.
People aren't calling me that. So, but I'm excited.
I mean, of course, it's a friendly competition, but I'm excited to rock with him, man. I mean, it's
definitely prepared and getting the band rocking, and I'm looking forward to it. I think
it's a big thing for Texas, man. I talk a lot about Texas and representing, but I think it's cool for us to come together and represent on a big stage like this. I think it's good for
Texas. I think it's good for music, for culture. It's gonna be a good party.
Absolutely. No, it's funny because he said the same thing. He's like, it's not a competition. If it is, I lost. So
yeah.
I mean, yeah, he could say that, but he's got hits.
Dude's got records
on records on records.
That's so beautiful.
Much respect to him.
But so aside from that, what else is something specific you personally are looking forward to with SoundClash?
I'm looking forward to the
Takeover Round.
And
Takeover Round.
Yeah, I don't know if you know what that is.
I do, but please elaborate for those that are watching.
I don't want to give it
all the way, but one of us plays a song. Each of us play a song, and then something happens in the middle of it, and it's called the Takeover Round. I'll just tell you that. So we'll see how that goes.
All right, people are just gonna have to tune in for that. What are you most excited about for fans to experience when they come to check y'all out?
I'm excited for the fans
to experience
just the mix and mashup of
music. You know
what I mean? The sounds and the different art forms that have come from places that are so close.
I mean, you're gonna hear beats and bars and
riffs and melodies. You know what I mean? All
coming together on two different stages and
mixing and mashing it up together. I'm excited.
I mean, I'm a music lover, so I'm excited to see how this whole thing's gonna flow, run a show, the look on people's faces, you know, as he's performing, as I'm performing. It's just, I'm looking forward to the
shift in energy of the
building, just the excitement. I think it's gonna be cool.
No doubt. Is there anything else you want to add?
Nah, nothing for me. I'm cool.
Gary Clark Jr., multi-Grammy award-winning singer, songwriting, Austin native, talking about SoundClash, taking over Texas. He's already taken over our hearts and the globe. SoundClash is happening Thursday, November 10th at 713 Music Hall. Gary, thank you so much for your time. Wish you the best of luck.
Appreciate it, brother.